gonna get a real short, like 15-minute session in today. This is what's so crazy about unconventional training is just how much time you need. You don't need much time. You just have to dedicate like I just said 15 minutes to your session. It doesn't have to be crazy. It's so hard. If any of you guys watch Sam Selleck, then it's so difficult now that I have this mic, which I just picked up today, and I'm unbelievably excited about it. But it's so difficult not to like take on a persona or like almost speak like Sam. It's so crack up because like I don't know about you guys, but I look up to content creators. I look up to Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, like all these people that I've watched for so long. I was so hard out in the bodybuilding community and the fitness community, and like, you know, bodybuilding was my passion for the longest time, guys. Like I just spent so much time in the gym training conventionally, like focusing on bodybuilding, taking supplements, like all of the things, man. I used to train, and my life literally was just bodybuilding, eh? And anyway, when I'm making content like right now, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I tell you right now, I'm so stoked, first of all, but on top of that, I'm just like, I feel like there's this thing that happens, like you start creating and you take on these creators' energy, and that's how I'm feeling right now. Whether that's Sam Selleck, Christian Guzman, fucking Chris Bumstead, you guys know all the guys, all the YouTubers. I'm a huge fan, and I've always wanted to do it. You can look back on my page. I've made content for a long time. I've attempted to make YouTube videos and stuff, and like it's just super cool to have like this setup, to right now be able to train outside, have a windbreaker on my mic, like be speaking, and I don't have to yell. I can talk to you guys as if I'm like hanging out with you. I don't have to yell to the camera. I can just chill. Fuck, it feels good. Anyway, today's session, all I'm going to do is some super simple stuff. We're just going to do pull-ups, 5 rounds of 3 different exercises probably, maybe 4. Might throw some push-ups in, might throw a push movement in. But I'm going to do pull-ups, sets of AMRAPs, as many as I can. I'm going to do snatches with the kettlebell, and I'm going to do some mace bell 360s and stuff as well. So let's get into it. But I feel like a huge thing that I want to talk about is a big misconception of like people training. You think you need all of this time in the gym, and if you're bodybuilding especially, you tend to spend just so much time in the gym. And I want to make content about how I actually train, like especially when I work during the week. I'm a landscaper, and it's pretty physical work, so having 15 minutes to train, it's just ideal. I just like to get a little bit warm before doing any like big movements, stretching the shoulders and the lats and everything out. But yeah, guys, how's this for some sort of like an idea? You pick 3 exercises and you do 5 rounds, and that's it. So you do a good quality 5 working sets of 3 exercises, and if it's stuff you want to get better at, coordination stuff, then you can make skill-based workouts too. Like it doesn't have to be strength training or building muscle or anything, you know. It can literally be however you want, which is the coolest part about it. So right now, like I said before, today, pull-ups, I'm going to shoot for about 10. I'm just going to do AMRAPs. I'm not going to go crazy hard. I'm not going to try and get any PBs. I just want to get a session in. I got heaps of work to do today. Tomorrow, we've got the blog, and we're picking up the maces. I'm unbelievably excited for that. It's going to be so good. So yeah, we're just going to get a good little sweat on, 5 rounds, and then make some dinner and stuff and get ready. I'm going to go stay at my partner's tonight, so That'd be nice too. Trying to pull my elbows to my pectus for most back activation. I'm almost like pulling like a little row, like I'm not just doing a pull-up, I'm pulling up and rowing. Feels really good. Oh bro, this is so sick. I'm fucking so stoked. You guys might notice I lose count all the time. Back in the early days of me training, I used to love watching Steve Cook, especially Steve Cook, man. He was just so cool. He was so cool. If you guys don't know who Steve Cook is one of the OG fitness influencers. He was sponsored by Optimum Nutrition back in the day. And what's funny is Chris Bumstead's girlfriend is Steve Cook's ex-girlfriend, which is interesting. Super cool. Clearly Courtney King or Courtney Bumstead, I think they're getting married or they're married or something. Anyway, as you can see, exercise 3. Dips. So, the point of today's session is, first of all, just to get some movement in for the day. Some intentional training to be keeping my pull-up strength and stuff, keeping my strength, but also these little workouts, they are, in my opinion, they're what push you forward. Like, you maintain your strength, but you're also like familiarizing your body with movement, and that's the philosophy that I want to talk about more. Is just the more that you do a movement, irrelevant of the weight, obviously with heavier weight if you can, like bodyweight pull-ups, the more that you do it, the more time you spend doing it, the better you're going to get. And bodybuilding has made it seem like you must do 5 sets of 3 on bench and like 5 sets of 5 to get stronger. Guys, if you just train, like if you train and you train hard and you train consistently and you do the movements, you're gonna get stronger. You know, it's just the way it goes. And if you're not focusing on bodybuilding, then you're good to go. I think I want to do not snatches, maybe I don't know, we'll see. This is also a perfect workout for you guys to follow along if you've got the gear. And like these types of workouts, especially for like the Pectus Excavatum gang. You guys are tuning in and I appreciate you. Then yeah guys, I'm gonna be making heaps more of these videos. And it's perfect for you guys to follow along. I'm gonna do some like Pectus mobility stuff, breath work, heaps of cool content coming in the future. Now that I've got these mics, it's a game changer guys. I fucking love making content, but when you have the means to be able to do so, and I've been working pretty hard for quite a while now, content wise, but also with my 9 to 5 job, my 7 to 3:30, I've been getting myself financially in shape. I'm not rich or wealthy, it's not what I'm meaning, I'm just meaning, you know, I had no idea about saving and budgeting and shit like that, and now I'm slowly starting to do better. And it feels good. It feels good to be financially getting your shit together, you know. Modern day survival is money, and I'm a long way away from where I want to be, but point being, that's what modern day survival is. We don't have to fight for our lives and shit like that, but we do have to survive, and money makes survival easier. So it's modern day survival, innit? Innit, bruv? Should have just taken the visor off. I don't know if you guys noticed the Post Malone shirt. You guys probably saw that TikTok that went pretty hard with me at Post Malone sneaking a shot, and got some merch there because it was just such a good time. I wasn't going to get any, and then we just had such a good time that I was like, fuck, I have to get some merch. It was like one of those events that I don't want to forget. Alright, round 3. I know 10 reps of a pull-up is not impressive, but when you're focusing on form, squeezing, everything like that, then yeah, we're still recording. Then it makes it completely different. Much more fatiguing when you really try and contract everything. I'm trying to pull properly, trying to use all the right muscles, trying to teach my body. Gonna change the snap up. What are you training for, you know? Are you training for athleticism? Are you training for just bodybuilding? Are you training for life? I'm personally training for life. You know? I feel like how you train should depend on what your actual goals are. Is that gonna sit there? Nice. I feel like how you train should depend on what your goals are. Like if you wanna gain muscle, gain strength, be athletic, be more functional, be able to handle intense movements, be at work or in everyday life and do funky shit, be able to do all that and not get injured. Training for just bodybuilding is it's not a very injury preventing way to train. See with the dips, full lockout at the top and push away. Those aren't too hard, but keeping the contraction going. Into round 3, 2 more rounds, and we'll make some dinner. How good is that? You don't need long to train. You don't need time. You need 15 or 20 minutes. You need not much at all. So many people say they don't have time to train. You don't have 20 minutes. Are you sure you just can't stop scrolling your phone, looking at some dumb shit, watching Netflix, doing fuck all, procrastinating, whatever? I do it too. I'm not saying I'm this perfect specimen. I'm always on the grind. That's very much not true. But there is no excuse not to train if your excuse is time. Come on, who doesn't have 20 minutes? Are you really telling me you can't find 20 minutes? I think we all know the answer to that. Round 4. We out. It's only 5. Oh, God, it burns so much, like right here. Oh. Might do some mace 360s instead. This set. Kind of taking the easy route by doing this, but I'm not feeling the kettlebell today. Have you guys heard that saying that you got to train like a warrior to look like one? I believe mace bell training, full on warrior training. Look at that. That shoulder mobility too. It's intense. So much shoulder mobility. I'm really enjoying this, eh? It's so cool. Talking and training. Still recording. And yeah, just hanging out with you guys. Having a chat. Like, whenever I train, I always feel like the mindset always shifts to a little bit more like, let's fucking go. Like I get real pumped and things become a little clearer, so it's cool to be able to speak while I'm in this mood. Good dreams. So pumped. It's insane, just pull-ups and dips, little kettlebell mace bar work. You can really feel the blood flowing. And like, that's it. I'm sure so many people, including myself, I've had like real long workouts in the gym and they've like, I haven't really had much of a pump, didn't really feel it much, kind of was just fucking around. Didn't really want to listen to music. The music I was listening to wasn't that good. And just like, an average session. But with these little workouts, I sometimes, the pump is so good, the movements are so good, and you're only training for a little amount of time, so you kind of just go a little bit harder. You focus on quality. Sometimes when you're at the gym for so long, it's just quantity. But then when you have these little sessions, these are the only 3 sort of training exercises I'm doing today. Only 5 sets too. Of course I'm going to make those 5 count. Of course I'm going to try. Of course I'm going to contract and squeeze and use my body. But if you're fucking around in the gym, you're on your phone, you're just cruising, what you doing? I'm feeling so pumped. Tomorrow's going to be such a good day. The cool thing about these mics too, and you guys will see on tomorrow's vlog/video, like there's 2 of them. So me and Gabrielle, if you don't know Gabrielle, you will. But me and Gabrielle, we can have one on each, shirt, hat, whatever. We can both be speaking and it picks up the audio perfectly from each. We can be anywhere and it's perfect. Isn't that just so cool? This is the DJI mic. 2-pack comes with a charger case, or I was contemplating between this and getting the, what is it? Fucking Rode Go 2, I think is the full name. Yeah, the Rode Go 2. And there was this charging case, and like second hand, it was going to be the same cost as these, and these ones, based off all the reviews and shit that I've watched, are like the best ones to get. Most reliable, most compatible with phone and stuff. So cool. I'm so stoked. Like this is like a new leaf, a new chapter. I'm gonna be really making some cool content with these mics, and I'm so stoked, guys. Let's go. Last set, best set. That's what Steve Cook always used to say. Last set, best set. And a little philosophy with my last rounds. I always do one more. I don't want to go too crazy by saying one more. Whatever my reps are, for example, 10 on here, I'll go one more. So this set I have to get 11. And even if it's a shitty rep, I'm going to attempt 11. My last set of everything, the 5th round, it's always one extra in every exercise. Let's go. Oh, it burns so much. Fuck. Sometimes it's the most insane burn. The most insane burn, bro. 11 each. 2, 3, 4, 5. Always scared about hitting the roof. Change hands. Sometimes I get a little dizzy using the mace if I'm doing 360 stuff like that. But yeah, especially if it's not sunny for some reason. I feel like weather like this, I feel like I just don't function as well in general. It could also be that I've had some pre-workout today. Musashi Energy, if you're in New Zealand, you know about that. The cans you see in every supermarket. Normally I reserve pre-workout for Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday, but this week I'm feeling so hyped and I just am allowing myself a bit of freedom with the pre-workout stuff, but with my food I'm still locked in whole foods until Friday. So if you guys don't know, I eat whole foods, unprocessed foods, 6 days a week, and then Friday, hey, call it Fuck It Friday, I eat whatever I want, and allow myself a coffee on Saturday morning if I feel like it. A coconut milk cappuccino. Alright, 11. That's it. 5 rounds, 5 sets, 3 exercises. And if we talk like Sam Selleck, let's see what we're working with. Here we are, guys. 5 rounds, pull-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, and some mace and kettlebell work. This is the current pump. I'm feeling fucking pumped. Feels good. Oish. Feels really good. Pectus gang, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all you guys coming over from TikTok. And just anyone, even if it's friends or family or whatever. Really appreciate you guys. Super grateful for these mics. It's time to get into some practices, breathwork, meditation, cook dinner, pack some bags, and go to Maya's. And yeah, life's good, guys. Don't forget it. I'm here to remind myself and to help remind you guys to get every last drop from life. Love you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm drawing this out way too long. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.